everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is you may be watching this. It has been a filthy, nasty week of fantasy football. So let's just jump right into it. The results are in from last week's league manager poll. And the results are this. 11 out of the 12 team owners voted, and the result is that if the game is affected by missing points, they will be added and corrected and tallied up. The league manager made this statement after seeing the results. I am very pleased with the results of the polls, and I hope this will make the league more legit. This now means that if your team loses and you believe there are missing points that has costed you the game, the team owner needs to contact the league manager with this issue, and it will be settled before final scores are posted Wednesday. If the complaint is not made by Tuesday, come Wednesday, all scores are final. And that's all I've got to say about that. League manager Andy Snyder with that statement. And now the good stuff. There was only one game that did not come down to Monday night. That game was the Wolfpack taking down Scroats McGoats 98-65. Scroats McGoats having some issues with 6 of his players putting up a combined 10 points. Not to mention his bench put up 69. Put it together, Scroats, put it together. Pit Scroats, if you will. A 33-point loss, Wolfpack Dom, Scroats pwned. All other games came down to Monday night thrillers and possible comebacks. We'll begin in Newport, where the Nickels were down 107-82 to the Crack Babies coming into Monday night counting on Rex Grossman to put up a big number. He did well, but not well enough to give them the win. Puts up 18 and Crack Babies come out on top, 107-100. On Uncle Fingal's Mustache, the East Side Underdogs began up by 23 on Monday, 94-71. The Mustache rides, only with the Cowboys' defense and special teams playing, extremely difficult to put up 24 and get the win here. Can't get it done. Underdogs come away with the W, 94-83. Shuck yourself. Up 86-57 to the Florence Jalorents. Tony Romo needing to put up 30 for the Jalorents to win. That ain't happening. Romo puts up 16, Shuck yourself hangs on 86-75. Motherfucking Big D and the Erlanger Fake Chowsers, a 2-point game coming into Monday night, both with a player to play. Santana Moss only puts up 7 for the Chowsers, while Tim Hightower puts up 13 for motherfucking Big D. End result is 101-93, Big D. This brings us to the Snappy Tomato Beast of the Week. Drew Brees puts up 40 for the Sandusky Waterheads on Sunday. However, they go into Monday night only up 3 to Roid Rage. Bad boy Jason Witten puts up 6, which is all that was needed for Roid Rage to come up with the Monday Night Comeback Cup most total points and the win, 113-110. This win in particular left the Waterheads with a sour taste in their mouth, as this was tweeted late Monday night. At RG Avon, this was said, "I hate fantasy football. I had the second most points this week. I would have beat everyone else in the league. It's horse shit." As of right now, the Waterheads are the only team without a win. They have lost all 3 games by a combined 41 points. Week 1, they had the worst score at 79, and this past week, they had the second highest score of anyone at 110. Next week, they have Shuck Yourself, and we have the owner of Shuck Yourself now with his opinion on the matter.
I don't know. He probably just wants to be the Sandusky Water Eyes from now on, something like that. I hear he gets screwed all the time, but I mean, it is an all-guys fantasy league, so I mean, I couldn't expect anything differently. So I'll probably go up to Sandusky and show Gavin what's going on in the fantasy football league. I mean, some of us have wins, some of us have losses. I haven't been counting, but I know I've been winning, so that's pretty much what's going to happen.
Alrighty, let's go to the standings. In the Fire Division, as mentioned, the Waterheads begin their season 3 games back and at 0-3. Scroats McGoats at 1-2 and 2 games back. One-man Wolfpack 2-1 and 1 game behind the division-leading Roid Rage, who has thus far lived up to their team name. They are the only undefeated team left in the MLFF League. In the Win Division, Erlanger Fake Chowsers and Shuck Yourself are 2-1 and have the 1-game lead over the Florence Jalorents and motherfucking Big D, who begin 1-2. And finally, Earth, Uncle Fingal's Mustache Rides, and the East Side Underdogs at 2-1, a game up on the Flowtown Crack Babies and Newport Nickels, who sit at 1-2. Week 4 begins interleague play, and this starts in Florence. The Jalorence and Crack Babies duke it out, both teams at 1 and 2 trying to get to 500. Scroats McGoats also trying to get to 500 as they visit Uncle Finkel's Mustache, who are trying to ride to 3 and 1 and stay atop the Earth Division. Motherfucking Big D going to the east side to face the Underdogs. Underdogs actually the favorite here at 2 and 1. Big D just looking to get to 500. Newport Nichols visiting the Wolfpack. Wolfpack needing to stay close to Roid Rage as they are at home this week versus the Erlanger fake Chowsers, who are trying to hand Roid Rage their first loss. And the game of the week, Sandusky Waterheads going to shuck yourself to try and get their first win. Possibly a little tension riding on this one. Should be a great game. That does it here. I'm JJ Jarvis, and I'll see you next week.